Hi, I'm Midge Shoemaker, and today is day 44 of my doing 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on doing at least two things every day that I don't want to do, but I know would be good for me. So, yay for day 44 and only 56 days to go. I think the middle part of doing whatever my 100 days is the hardest because the beginning it's just exciting to see where it's going, and then you get in the middle and it just feels like it's dragging out, and then towards the end you're like, yes, I might actually be done with this and I've accomplished something amazing, and I can look back over 100 days and see how much I've changed. And I'm not sure how much I've changed in 44 days, but hopefully I've changed a little bit. Still struggling to get myself to do things that I don't want to do. I checked my email last night, and it turns out that I have to redo my cover for my song that I'm trying to get launched at the end of the month, and just really annoyed by that because apparently I can't. I listed my name and my sister's name and my friend that's singing it on the cover, but I listed it differently as how they have it when I upload it. But they don't give you the options. Like, they don't list composer, like who composed the music. They just have writer, and they have artist, and not necessarily, that doesn't necessarily mean the person. I guess artist means the person that sang the song. So, but I didn't list artist for my friend, and I didn't list, writer for my sister, because I'm like, she composed the music, so they're like, they have to match. And I was like, well, you don't give me the options to make them match. So I had to delete that off of the cover, the picture that I have to put it with it. And I have to have a picture, I have to have a cover. I can't just submit the music, so I have to put a cover on it. And so all of these dumb little specifications that I'm trying to figure out how to meet. And then of course now I have to submit it for review again. But since I paid the $60, they reviewed it really quickly. So hopefully they'll review it really quickly again, and if there's not any errors, then it will be available to actually launch at the end of the month, and that will be fantastic, and I don't have to stress about the song thing anymore. So that would be fantastic. And today I read my scriptures and meditationals this morning, and I was just praying to God to help me know what to pray for. And it was just kind of like, just pray for what I need today, that I will get whatever it is that I need today. And I know this isn't recognizing God's hand in my life, but I think just doing 100 days of that, it's hard not to recognize God's hand in my life on a daily basis. And so today after work, I did not want to go to the store again, but I needed dish soap so I could do dishes, and I needed a journal so that I can continue writing in my journal, because I filled mine up last night, and I also stuck it in my cedar chest, and my cedar chest is now full. And I'm not really sure where I'm going to put the next set of journals. Okay, it's not entirely like full, but like the bottom row, I have like 2 rows that are like all of my different journals standing up, and of course they're all different heights and levels and whatever, but it's packed from one end to the other of my cedar chest. So it is now full. There's not room to stick another journal in there. I mean, there's room to put in between the 2 rows, and it's possible I can start stacking on top of the rows. I just don't know how high I can stack them. I might have to start laying them flat instead of standing them up. I'm not really sure, because I don't think it ever occurred to me that I would fill up my cedar chest with journals, and I have now filled up my cedar chest with journals. I may have to get another cedar chest that I can fill up with journals. I don't really know. So, but it's not a reason to stop journaling. So but I wanted to get something cheap because I just didn't have any money. I spent basically to my budget, which means any money that I spent today is coming out of my savings, because I don't have any other money set aside right now, and I was really annoyed with that. And it's not a lot of money. I mean, I had like $8 I was going to put into my savings account, which I hadn't yet, and it's basically what's left over for my last paycheck. So my goal is however many dollars or pennies I have left at the end of my previous paycheck when I get paid again, to put that amount of money into my savings, so that my savings will slowly start building up, even if it's just a little bit at a time. So it was like $8.60. And So I was like, great, how am I going to get dish soap and a journal for that? Because usually I go buy journals and they're like $13 a piece, and that's the cheap ones. And so I was just like, great, I can't do this. But I figured I'd just go to Walmart, and I didn't Google where a Walmart was when I left work. I just was driving down the street, and I just randomly turned down a street, not going the direction that I wanted to, or the store that I thought I was going to go to. And I pulled into a parking lot. I saw a Walmart, and I was like, oh, yay, there's a Walmart. So I pulled into it, and when I pulled into the parking lot, I saw a Dollar Tree store instead. And I was like, oh, I can go to the dollar store instead of Walmart, and it will be cheaper. And of course, everything was like $1.25 instead of $1, because, you know, inflation, everything goes up. But I was able to get a couple other things that I wasn't actually planning on getting, that I was excited to get. I was like, yay, I can afford this because it's only like a couple of dollars. And I just went to like the school section, composition notebook section, and I just bought some notebooks because I can write in notebooks like they're a journal. It's not that big of a deal. And so one of them was like a composition book, and it just had like different colors on it. And the other two were like, one was a Minnie Mouse one and the other was a Mickey Mouse one, and like just a cover on it. And it's just, I mean, it's basically just a notebook full of paper. So I'm like, cool, I now have some Disney ones. But I love that because the covers are all different than the covers that I have in my journal and that I've had before. So even though I've had composition books and notebooks before, I think I only have one journal that's actually duplicated as far as like colors for composition notebooks. But all the rest of them are different, or different colors, or different styles, or different whatever. They're different. So I don't have any. I only have like one duplicate journal out of the whole thing, which to me is just seriously amazing, for my whole life and all of the journals that I have. So again, to find journals that I know I don't have duplicates of is just amazing to me. And so wasn't planning on going to Dollar Tree, didn't really want to go to the store, but and wasn't planning on going in that direction down that particular road. Was going to go to a completely different store direction. So I'm just really grateful to God for guiding me there. And then of course I just spent like $6.50. It was less than that. It was like $6.33 or something. I don't know. So it didn't actually cost me that much to get all the stuff that I got. And I was like, yay. So I still have a couple of dollars I can put into my savings account. It's not a lot, but it's something. So that makes me happy. And I have all the things that I need. And I just thought, you know, I didn't know that's what was going to happen today, but that's what happened today because I prayed for what I needed and I got exactly what I needed and what I could afford. And so I just thought that was really, really nice. And then of course I didn't want to have to redo my cover for my song, but I figured out how to do it and I did it. And the dumb thing is it wouldn't even let me just edit what was already there. I had to delete the one that I had submitted and resubmit a new one. And I was like, every time I have to delete and resubmit, delete and resubmit. I'm like, why can't you just let me edit it? If all I have to do is edit the cover, why can't I just edit the cover? But it doesn't have an option for that either. So I probably picked a really dumb website to do this on, and I probably need to find something different the next time I do that. But because why can't I just edit the cover? If that's the only thing that has to change is the cover, that would be nice because the song doesn't have to change every time. But all the information I have to go back in and change every single time. So it's just annoying that I have to delete and redo, like re-enter everything. So was not looking forward to that, but I did it because I still want my song to launch at the end of the month. So there you go. And I was only checking my email because I was looking for the edit that's supposed to start yesterday and for my book. So I'm kind of like, and I know she said it would take a couple of weeks, but I'm just checking because I want to know how much I have to fix my book or how close my book is to being published at this point. So, or ready to publish. So I'm hoping it doesn't require a whole lot of rewriting, but I don't know. I have to wait and see. So that's kind of where I'm at today. With all the things I don't want to do. And there's a whole bunch of other things that I probably needed to have gotten done around my house today. And I didn't want to, so I didn't. So I'm still struggling with doing the things that I need to get done, even though I don't want to. But I'm trying to remember to do at least a couple of things every day. And somehow, just knowing I have to make my videos kind of makes me feel like I have to do something, even though I don't want to. So I'm grateful for the accountability that these videos give me and get me to do things. So, and I'm grateful for people that are choosing to watch me and my videos and my struggles with trying to better improve myself and do things that I don't want to do, but I know would be good for me, or that I know need to get done, and they just won't magically do themselves. So anyway, anyone else that's struggling, feel free to share your struggles. I would love to read about that, or if you have any suggestions to help me along my way, I'm open to comments and ideas. Otherwise, if you like these videos, you can hit like, subscribe, share with someone else if you think they'll like it too. And I hope you have a great day full of gratitude, and maybe do 1 or 2 things today you don't want to do, but you know would be good for you.